Hello, my name is Jason Birch. This is EET 150 and this is lab activity 4. Today's date is Thursday, September 29th, 2022. I will demonstrate my familiarity with the LM555 timer and showing my build of this astable circuit. In this construction we have the LM555 timer IC, pins 1 here and 8 going to ground and power. Pin 6 we have control voltage to a 0.01 microfarad capacitor. We have output and reset to ground before resistance. We have our charging and discharging path through resistors A, B, and capacitor 2. Pin 3 output also leads us to our red LED to ground right before resistance. And our charging path, which ends at capacitor 2, also ends at ground. Trigger and threshold are tied together so the timer runs in free run or multi-vibrator. Alright, let's turn on power to our power supply and see our first operation. Operation 1, we have our 1 microfarad capacitor and our 270 kilo ohm resistor. And it appears to be blinking at twice a second, so on for roughly half a second. Changing operation, we're going to shut off power. We're going to replace our 1 microfarad with 10 microfarad capacitors. And this seems to be on for a little bit over 4 seconds. By my calculation, it was on for 4.2 seconds, and in the previous operation it was 0.42 seconds. So just under a half a second, and for this we have just over 4 seconds. Turn our power supply off. For operation 3, we're going to be replacing the original 1 microfarad capacitor. We're going to be replacing our 270 kilo ohm resistor with a 680 kilo ohm resistor, with this operation having the original 1 microfarad capacitor. Take a look and see operation 3. And it's not, seems to be on for a little bit longer than half a second. It's definitely on for longer than our first operation. By my calculation, this should be on for 0.8 of a second. So we'll just say 3/4 of a second. So in summary, the LM555 timer does provide timing and delay operation with control for the on-off phase sequence from its external components, mainly resistor B and capacitor 2. After a rough draft of the build and a little bit of troubleshooting, this circuit design worked as expected. And this concludes the end of Laboratory 4. This is Jason Birch, signing off from EET 150. I hope you enjoyed my video, and I hope you have an excellent day. Goodbye.